Who would have thought that two young girls could make a pretty decent fight? Alright, so I really wasn't too fond of looking forward to this fight, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised because Wendy and Shelia's fight has been pretty crazy, and for the most part, I was actually surprised because I thought, Wendy's first time back, alright, she's gonna come in and just annihilate this Shelia girl. She got no chance. And Fairy Tale 288, I was surprised because for almost the entire chapter. The entire chapter was fight between them two, and Wendy was on the ropes. I mean, like they're using similar techniques, but I believe Shelia is using God slaying magic, while she's using, of course, her magic, Wendy. And I'm just like kind of like, wow, I was a bit surprised because for the most part the past couple chapters or the past couple fights and such have been, Fairy Tale's coming back, we're dominating, it's been a wrap. We got Urza killing killing like 100 monsters. We got everybody's just been beasts. Lox has just beasted on Raventail. Everyone got destroyed. Natsu went up against, everybody was just doing a great job. And then with this chapter, it's kind of like Wendy is on the ropes. She is like trying her hardest, and then she uses a secret technique that she isn't even supposed to know yet, or like everybody was shocked that she knew it, and yet that didn't really do anything. So it's leading me to believe, and as well there was some other clues that Michigan was like, oh, is she related to or well, Jellal, dressed as Michigan or whatever, is she related to Zero somehow because she is so OP? And what exactly, why is she like able to take all these hits and whatnot? Is she in disguise? Is this little girl something more to her than meets the eye? Well, obviously she has some secret connection with Zero apparently because of what Michigan said, or she just has some craziness because God slaying magic is like, it just threw me for a loop, this whole thing. Now, the Shelia girl, she's probably going to have something more to do as well with the whole overall thing of the Zero thing. And by the way, for the people that were disappointed with the whole Raventail thing last week, just want to throw this in there. I personally never looked at them as big villains of this entire arc. I always looked at them as the obstacles that pretty much Fairy Tale had to get through in order to get through the overlining, the grand thing of it all, which was this whole Zero return leading up to that. So I personally never saw them as villains. And this whole Shelia thing, what the role that she's going to play is seemingly possibly right now going to lead up to everything with this whole Zero return, because I think this is the magic that he's been sensing all along, Jellal, and following it. Maybe we might not even see Zero. Maybe she is what we've been sensing, and everything that's been going on is probably going to be leading up to Shelia, because Michigan is running through the crowd. And that was funny, by the way, for some reason. I don't know why. I just thought it was like Michigan standing out with that big freaking bandana around his mouth. And yeah, I think she's going to be what everybody been looking on, and this could possibly be, Shelia could possibly be the main villain, because first of all, Wendy can't do nothing to her. She's joking around, seemingly. She is not even really trying her hardest at all. So maybe Zeroth isn't even around. Maybe she's the main villain somehow, and that's a crazy leap of fate, but I think it's possible, because Michigan is running through the crowd and looking at her and like, is she related to Zero somehow? Because this is probably what he's been sensing. And Wendy is going to get destroyed. Like, I hope she gives up or something, because she just got out of the hospital. She's going to get put back in the hospital, because this girl is no joke. Wendy's trying her hardest, and this girl is just playing around and like, oh, well, let's get started after Wendy used like one of her best attacks that she had. Looking forward to seeing where this is going to go, because honestly, I was pleasantly surprised that this was a pretty decent fight for, two young girls and whatnot. I was like, Wendy is trying hard, and Shelia is not even trying at all, but kicking up butt. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this girl is what Michigan's been looking for all along? Does she have ties to Zero, or is it something completely different, and she just has similar, I guess, a similar feeling she gives out, similar to Zero? And is Zero even around, or is it this girl? Could she be the main villain of everything at the end of it all? Because she's getting knocked around, and it ain't even phasing her or nothing like that. And what do you thought of this overall fight? Did you think that it was actually pretty good for like two young girls? Like, hey, surprisingly it was awesome. Or were you expecting greatness from the beginning? Because I know there was actually, I put my foot in my mouth when I said last week, oh, there's not really no Wendy fanboys, because a couple people like, I like Wendy, so hey, if you like Wendy, you like Wendy. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next, to be honest with you, because I was pretty interested and intrigued in how everything was going with Wendy trying hardest, and it's not going nowhere, and this whole Zero connection. And yeah, that's all I have. I'm from ForneverWorld. As always, people, have an awesome day.